I'd like to pass it off to Ducon Construction. They're our partner, as well as the CDC of Tampa and the West Tampa CDC, who will talk to you a bit about the workforce training. Be a very integral part.
Thank you, Peter. My name is Ernie Dubose. I'm the CEO of Ducon LLC. We're a construction management firm responsible for the construction on the Rome Yard project. So I will speak to you briefly about subcontracting and labor opportunities on the project, and then I will pass it to our partners, Ernest Coney and Mr. Michael Randolph, City of Tampa, Tampa CDC, CDC of Tampa, excuse me, and West Tampa CDC. So you asked, as far as it relates to subcontracting opportunities, what aspects of what we asked was what aspects of the application process would you like more information on? And we got the answers of how, or questions from you of how to acquire minority business certificate, also how to discover opportunities and register as a subcontractor. Glad to say we have these answers on our website, www.romeyard-tampa. If you go there, there is a link that takes you directly to the City of Tampa's website and shows you how to register as a minority or small business with the City of Tampa. Our staff will also be available to walk you through that process. We will also there's also a link there that allows you to register, takes you to our website and allows you to register as a vendor. So concerning subcontracting and job opportunities, are there any other questions related to that process? And again, as we move through, if you have questions that come up, simply leave them in the chat box. And you can always go to our website, www.ducon.us, and register as a subcontractor with us, and then you will receive all correspondence. Can the link? Yes, we will post the link. Can the link be posted here? Yes, we'll have that posted for you shortly. EV charging stations. Actually, Julius Davis of Voltaire will be addressing the EV questions about sustainability and charging stations. So that's forthcoming in this presentation. We'll build it. He'll talk about what we're gonna design to do. And then with that said, I'll go ahead and turn it over to Mr. Ernest Coney of the CDC of Tampa.
Thank you, Ernie. So we also have asked questions around, what kinds of businesses, retail, or dining options would you like to see in Rome Yard? And some of the responses have been around tech startups, engineering and architectural firms, breweries, rooftop bars, restaurants, nail shops, spas, and barber shops. Are there any other suggestions or things you'd like to see on the Rome Yard project?
So we do have the poll up now again as well, everyone. So, while we're going through this, please feel free to fill out the poll. We really want your feedback. And then also, if you want to put any other questions specific to this topic in the chat box or raise your hand to ask it, feel free.
And then the second question that we also asked was, what kinds of activities would you like to see in the Rome Yard Job Training and Small Business Success Center? And of course, with that, some of the responses that we've heard have been around resume training, accounting, helping with accounting training, as well as tax preparation as well. So with that as well, what other types of services or programming would you like to see in that Job Training and Small Business Success Center? And again, as Peter mentioned, the survey is still up for you to provide answers.
And again, feel free to raise your hand if you want to ask a question to the group, or type it in the chat box. So it looks like one just came in. Is the intention of this development to be a regional destination, such as Armature Works, or neighborhood, community restaurants, etc.? I think somewhere in the middle. We really want it to be a hub that can lift up, first and foremost, the West Tampa community. And that's why we have the Workforce Training Center and the Cultural Center. We'll have things such as resume building and small business success training and so on. And then, of course, we want it to be a destination where people want to go. So, yes, we'll have restaurants and community areas to gather and for people to hang out together. So I think the answer is, a balance of both.
So as we're going through this presentation, we also would like to have Michael Randolph with the West Tampa CDC also address some of the small business aspects of the Success Center.
Thank you. First of all, let me take off my hat to the residents of West Tampa. I've never met a more empowered, resident-driven group of people. Take my hat off to you. So since the beginning of this initiative, we've had over 20 meetings with the community, meeting with the city council. So most of y'all know about the West Tampa Business Development and Business Development and Wealth Building Center. There are two parts to it. The first is e-commerce, working with people to do drop shopping, online stores, YouTube, all these things create businesses for people to get jump started. The other piece is home-based businesses. These are the two most fastest growing businesses, e-commerce and home-based businesses. A couple things that you talked about: cleaning service, landscaping, cake making, homemade products, etc. Keep in mind that we're going to connect all of the businesses that we start up with residents in order to bring in cash flow income. I want to thank the residents of West Tampa again. I've never met a more determined amount of people to empower themselves and have a seat at the decision-making table. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Really appreciate that. And again, that's Michael with West Tampa CDC, Ernest Coney with CDC of Tampa, and Ernie DeBose. Looks like Mr. Robinson has his hand raised. Go ahead, Mr. Robinson.
Yeah, once again, Joe Robinson, West Tampa CRA-CNC Vice Chair. I just want to add, I just really love it, this Workforce Development Center. That's something the mayor had talked about. The mayor has put that in all her design bill RFPs, including apprenticeships. And I want to just advise the people, Mike and Ernest, that the Hillsborough County Public Schools, we need to make sure we deal with them because they're the future developers too of workforce. They've started a workforce development initiative called Building Tampa's Tomorrow. They're talking about creating a medical academy from 9th to 12th grade. They're talking about building a construction academy for the 9th to 12th grade. They're talking about including everything, including trucking. Trucking is a major issue now. You can't get your goods and services. I know we can't really do that here on this site, but please, Ernest and Mike, please work. I think Ernest already knows, but please work with the Hillsborough County Public Schools and their new effort to come up with Building Tampa Tomorrow, a workforce development initiative. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Joe. I'm definitely on that. I'll be getting in contact with them to do a follow-up related to workforce and the West Tampa CDC as well. So thank you for that bit of information. Anything we can do to create jobs in West Tampa and or create workforce opportunities in West Tampa is what we're about. Thank you.